Hey everyone, I'm Heinz and welcome to my channel. And in today's video, we'll be taking a look at my latest approach for trading dark gold EA on the XAU USD or spot gold in the 15-minute time frame. Now, dark gold is a dynamic scalping EA aimed at capturing quick profits on the Forex, crypto, and metals market. And today we'll look at my latest approach for running this expert advisor. But before moving forward, if you find any of the information in this video helpful, I'm going to ask you to drop it a like. Also subscribe to stay updated with the latest content. Now, first thing that we'll do is let's explore the way that dark gold uses market order entries on the dark support resistance indicator in a trend following strategy. So firstly, we're looking at the dark support resistance indicator running on the 15-minute time frame against the XAU USD on or spot gold. And here you'll see it's automatically identifying key support and resistance zones, which become the backbone of this trend following EA. Now, this fully automated expert advisor uses these levels to determine where to buy and sell in the market. And this highly customizable EA can be set up in multiple different ways. So we'll look at how it works on default, as well as the latest settings that I've used since the 24th of July 2025. So we'll see that it's identifying 4 key support and resistance zones. And if we look at a visual strategy of this EA running using the default settings, you'll see the way that it interacts with these levels. So the moment that it approaches the resistance level, either level 1, 2, 3, or 4, it will enter a sell trade accordingly. And the same for the support zones. When it reaches one of these 4 key support zones, it again enters, depending on your settings, at an entry level using a market order. So you will have an example of where it takes a couple of sells, but one of the key things that you need to note, especially if you're a new trader, is that on default, this EA uses cost averaging or martingale, which can be very dangerous for your account. So the settings that I'll be sharing in this video don't use any martingale or grid, which means it's scalable to even funded accounts. So as the bot continues to approach these key support and resistance zones, and no, you don't need the indicator in the background to help the EA run, but you get a better idea of how it works. And every time the market moves against an entry, it enters another trade according to its grid trading settings. And if we look at the default settings over the last year of 2025, we'll see that at the beginning it makes a lot of quick returns, but unfortunately the major concern with a dollar cost averaging or martingale style grid trading is that eventually the market will move quickly against you in the opposite direction, and then it will blow the account. If we look at this quick back test, we'll see these big spikes on the equity curve when the bot goes into drawdown as the market is moving against it. And unfortunately, in the end, there might be a news event or another circumstance in the market that will end up blowing the account. So looking at this, I started looking at new approaches for using dark gold, and in the last few months already have a gain of 4.18%. So there we have the inevitable halving, and the martingale risk will blow the account. So how do we counter this and stop it from executing this quantity of trades and blowing our account? That's by introducing a new set file where every trade has a stop loss and take profit. So this is our magic number 9190. And first thing is it uses a dark support resistance period of 30 and also a dark time frame of 30 minutes. Now for the first few months I've only been using level 1. However, if you wanted to be more aggressive, you can also enable additional levels if you're looking to have more trades on your account. Then I'm limiting the trading hours between 3 a.m. GMT plus 3 until 9 a.m. GMT plus 3 to avoid major news events. I'm also only trading on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and I'm only allowing it to have one buy or sell at the same time, meaning that this set file is FIFO compliant. Now, on top of all of this, one of the most important changes I've made to the Expert Advisor is disabling the grid trading settings, meaning that each trade has a set stop loss and take profit that is hidden from your broker, but every time it reaches these levels, it will automatically close the trades. I also enabled the closure on indicator, where it closes a buy over a resistance level and a close below a support level. This works as an additional failsafe, so it is easier to adjust to live market conditions. And now that we look at the graph that this creates, you'll see it looks completely different to the cost averaging that we saw before. And it's able to secure a nice profit with a healthy profit factor of 1.12, which is good on gold. Even though it only won 50% of the short trades and overall a profitability or win rate of 41%, when this transcends to the live market, it's able to generate a healthy profit. Now, this expert advisor is currently running on my SIC Forex Gold EA's account under the number 9190. So if we do a custom analysis for only dark gold EA, you'll see it currently has a total time-weighted gain of 4.18% with a drawdown limited at only 4%, or in other words, a total net profit of $125.34 since the 24th of July 2025. Now, as we've already explored, this is a highly customizable EA, and this is just one of the many ways that you can use it live in the market. Now, using my specific configuration so far, I have a profit factor of 1.61 and only a 46% win rate, but you'll see our average win against our average loss. The average win is much higher, making up for all of those losses. So overall, by using what I call my conservative approach to trading gold, it doesn't come with any martingale or grid risk because each trade has a set stop loss and take profit and a positive risk to reward ratio. Now, I've recently found a fantastic way if you want to add this EA to your collection as well, is buying it directly from the algo developer. Now, his website, Dark EAs, and I'll leave a link in the description down below. You can get Dark Gold, Dark Titan, which I've previously featured on the channel, as well as Dark Algo and Dark Nova. And here he provides us with some images so you can see what the bot trades live in the market, as well as some of his own and other performances. Now, if you look at the Dark EA's website, you'll see that you can purchase Dark Gold for a one-time payment of only $199. Or if you want to go for Dark Gold Plus with a more flexible licenses with 10 licenses for both MT4 and MT5, it's only $299. Now, this includes free updates for life and also a limited time to test a virtual private server. Now, for each and every purchase, you also receive the Dark Support Resistance Indicator, which is a fantastic way to learn more about this advanced scalping EA. Now, every market order can be tracked directly via my FX book. So if you'd like to see how this expert advisor performs live in the market, make sure to like and subscribe to the channel, and you can also follow me on my FX book. Now, what I'd love to hear from you is what is your experience using Dark Gold Expert Advisor on your own accounts? And let me know down in the video comments if there are any other EAs that you'd like me to feature in the future, especially a follow-up video on Dark Algo or brand new expert advisor called Dark Nova. And with all of that said, guys, I want to say thank you so much for watching until the end. If you have any thoughts, feel free to leave them in the comments down below. Until next time, happy trading. Bye.